hour to go through. This will take me an hour to learn how to use. Oh, no, not that. So my first criticism, grrr. Good morning, kittens! We are about to try out Scrivener for the first time. We are going to take the interactive tutorial because I have no idea what I'm doing. I've never used Scrivener before and, you know, why not? So let's do it. Bloody hell, it's long. Okay, so it says click on the triangle next to the light bulb icon to view the tips. Click on the triangle. Can you see a triangle? Am I going mad? Where is the light bulb? There literally isn't a light bulb, right? Okay, well... Oh, it's down here. It's a menu, you see? Down here. Okay, we found it. We can move on. An hour to go through? This will take me an hour to learn how to use. I've used... I mean, I don't think it will take me an hour, but... I'm just saying I've used software for work that's taken me less than an hour to pick up. So I feel like they could maybe find some points during this to streamline their starting process. That's clever, I like that you can just have the icons or you can just have the icons in text. That's clever. As someone who has to help their parents a lot with tech support, yeah, that's really clever. Click on key concepts in the list on the left to get familiar. So I decided I didn't want to do the full tutorial, so I understand a bit about how it works. I don't think I really needed a tutorial at all, so we're going to get started with planning a brand new project. I didn't want to bring a current project into this, I wanted to try out with a brand new project first, so we're going to be planning out my collection of short stories. Let's go. So my first criticism is that it keeps autocorrecting Adderall to Adderall, which doesn't even make sense. Like, stop autocorrecting Adderall. And it's not even that Adderall is a misspelt word. It doesn't like tell me that it's a misspelt word. I just press space and it autocorrects it. And I'm like, no, stop it. Adderall is a real word, goddammit. I'm doing research into drug side effects for my druggy side effect character. Grrr. So I know there's a cork board. I really want to like put my notes on the board and then have strings connecting them, but I don't think that's possible, unfortunately. I don't think that's possible, unfortunately, in the software. What maybe if I put this? What is this? Okay, it might be possible. Maybe we can just... Okay, so because it's a short story collection and it's a braided short story collection, so you know you get bits of each story as they happen, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write it as separate stories and then work on braiding it. And in order to do that, I'm going to be using Scrivener's folder settings. So I'm going to have different parts for each short story, and then within that short story I'm going to have chapters for the scenes, for the chapters, and scenes for the scenes, and then hopefully be able to use those chapter cuttings to blend seamlessly together the stories. I'm not sure how this is going to work. I've never written in this way before. I don't normally plan, as you guys will know. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Another criticism is that I wish there were more shortcuts. There probably are shortcuts and I just don't know about them, but I wish there were, you know, like Control-N. Yeah, Control-Shift-N opens a new project. I want a way to like add a new folder. Maybe Command-M? Oh, no, not that. Maybe if I do it here? You can do that. Maybe Control-F or something? No. Yeah, no, so the keybinds aren't particularly intuitive, and that is slowing me down a lot because I don't like using my fingers when I'm working. Because I'm a programmer, a lot of the things we do don't even use the mouse. You get used to just using your fingers and key bindings to kind of like speed up your use of the computer, and with kind of like, and obviously with Google Docs, I'm just using text. I'm not having to create folders or anything like that because it's all in one big document. So this is slowing me down a little bit. However, I'm hopeful that once you get used to it, it's not as frustrating because you obviously, like, you'll have everything set up and you won't need to worry about that kind of thing. So one thing I really do like about Scrivener is that it has templates that you can create and that you can use, and it comes with some already. For example, creating character sketches, so you can have the character names, what they look like, what their motivations are, why they're in the story. And I really like that as a way of managing your characters, because obviously you definitely can't have that in something very simple like Word or Google Sheets, or Google Docs, sorry, because it's a lot of managing different things, whereas in this program it's all in one place, so I really like that. So I've got two of my kind of main characters set out in terms of character sheets, and now I want to start writing and see how I feel about it. I know I haven't done an outline or anything like that. I don't really understand how to, based on what we've got here in the sidebar. Maybe I should look that up. But I really just want to see if the characters come to life while I'm writing. It has been a while since I have written anything that I'm passionate about, I guess. So I'm curious, but I want to set a goal, and I don't know how. I know that you can, because I see them on Twitter all the time, like people share their kind of like how far they are off their goal, but I don't know how to do that. I'm not sure about scenes versus chapters. I'm starting to think that I'm probably a chapter by chapter person, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Oh, there's a view for outline. Aha. So I don't know why you would have a target for a document, but I understand why it would help for a session. So for this session, I want to write 2,500 words. That would make sense to me, but having a goal for a chapter, I don't know how long a chapter is going to be until I've written it, and I know kind of, how many words it's going to take to describe it, so that's a bit iffy for me, but I definitely understand why you would set a target for a day of work, if that makes sense. camera as being a tool. So I just told you a lot of things that I liked about Scrivener, and then my camera was like, nah. So as I was saying, obviously I've only used Scrivener for about 2 hours now. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. The writing is very similar to using Google Docs, but you are able to use different documents to separate out and to automatically join together your scenes and your chapters, which works really well, and you can get these scene breaks and you can customize how those scene breaks work. I also like the idea of setting word targets, but I haven't worked out yet how to set a word target for a chapter if I am writing in separate scenes underneath that chapter, but I'm sure with some Googling I could figure that out. I'm also really enjoying the kind of like the flow, the way you can switch between research documents and kind of like write notes on all of your documents without necessarily needing to Alt-Tab or find a different document and open it in a different place. I'm really enjoying that you can have everything in the same place for Scrivener, which I think is one of the reasons that the creator of Scrivener learned how to make a word program in the first place. So I'm really enjoying that. The two main concerns that I have, oh, and I really like that it is offline. I think the fact that it is offline is fantastic. The two primary concerns I have, one is that I think it would be really difficult to co-author something using this or to suggest edits. And so in Google Docs, obviously you can share a link to your document and have people suggest edits or write comments on it and not necessarily edit the file itself. And I think the permissions thing in Scrivener is a bit different. You would have to obviously send them your Scrivener file and then compare it, I suppose, with yours to see what the differences are. And I also think that the way of setting a goal target of words is really awkward. I think that there should be a better way of managing that, so whether it's a chapter limit or whether it's this current session or whatever it is, there should be a way of managing that. They could even integrate it with the Camp Nano and the NaNoWriMo stuff and have it tell you how long you have been open in doing things in Scrivener. But I am really enjoying the fact that you can have your research in the same place, and I'm definitely going to continue using Scrivener. I think this is a fantastic tool. The non-linear way of working, the way you can jump in between various parts of your story, is going to work out really well for some of my stories. I don't always write linearly. I did write Sausage completely linearly, but most of my stories I will write the first couple of scenes and then another scene from later on to kind of like, and then I join them together, and it's kind of difficult to do that in Word or in Google Docs, and I feel like in Scrivener it's probably going to be a lot easier to do that and a lot easier to juggle those around, so I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, that is it. I hope you guys are having an amazing week. Comment down below if you've used Scrivener. Comment down below if you've used Scrivener before and if you've enjoyed it, and any tips and tricks that I should be using to try and get the most out of Scrivener. I have been Kat at Kat Talks, and I hope you guys have a great cup of tea and an awesome book idea to dive into.